When you describe your work, you use such words and phrases as connections, community, ambition. You just said elastic breathing, expansiveness, then pleasure, complexity, transparency, simultaneity, bundled forms, folding on itself, perspectival pivot, an ongoing investigation, and anticipatory scale. How else would you describe your work, and what kind of architecture do you try to achieve?
I'm most interested in the way uh, that I'm most interested in the way that architecture has the potential to be at the center of connecting disparate things. And I think architecture has a very powerful capability in doing that. Um, it can happen in many different ways. It can happen uh, many different styles and ambitions in architecture, many different forms. But at its best, architecture becomes a kind of medium between, for instance, an individual's experience and the culture as a whole that surrounds that individual, between a community and an individual, between an institution and the larger culture around it. I see that as not a static, the ambition around that, not to create a static uh, relationship, I'm not interested I'm not interested in answering the question with a singular answer. I'm interested in architecture um, creating those potential connections, but leaving open the possibility of that question and answer constantly evolving. And in a space like Quattrofitania, the thing that's so profound, to me at least, is that a building that was built designed, conceived, built hundreds of years ago, um, continues to be able to be that medium between an individual and a larger concept, a larger idea, um, and um, and to span those generations. And all of our expectations about our particular moment in culture, and still do that work, still do that job, and to do it in a way that is to do that in a way in which the experience is still deeply meaningful and emotional. That's, in a way, that's yeah, I guess guess I would leave it at that.